Hey, ladies and gents, Drill Sons Random Plan. We are back here with Project Zomboid, day 64 on our series here, and I have learned something new. Right now, we are still on the 4212. 4313 has come out. It's multiplayer. It essentially kills all saves. Luckily, we have gotten what we've gotten so far, and as you can see, we've lost a lot. It seems like. We haven't. We put our backpack and stuff like that down before. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to get out here. Oh, apparently I still had the freaking flashlight on. Alright, we are going to get out here and we are going to... I think we were going to read a book. Yeah, we have pottery. We have pottery 1. Remember, our bag is right here with everything on it. Everything else that's in there. So we can always put that bag back on. That's not the bag that we had. Where did we leave our bag? I don't know where we left our bag. I put it in here? I did not. I don't recall where I left my bag. Interesting. I left it somewhere, though. Because I need to pick up stone. Where did I leave it? It wasn't over, like, I didn't stupidly do that. It's somewhere around here. It is somewhere around here. We'll figure out where it is eventually. We'll figure out where it is eventually. Right now, we need to work on getting the book all read up. So what we're going to do is sit down here. It's going to be kind of a, you know, I guess kind of a quick day. Also don't know why that's doing that. But we'll sit down and we'll read that dang book because we got to get pottery out of the way. That way we can really start focusing on getting a lot of this stuff done. We need to make that anvil, and the only way that we're able to do that is by making the anvil mold, which is going to require the pottery book being done. So hopefully this goes pretty quickly, and it seems like it's going to. We're already done most of the way, so what, maybe like 3 p.m. Should be 1500. Maybe a little bit past that. Alright. So 3:30 p.m. or yeah. We'll put that in there. Alright. The other thing we need to do is get something to eat if we have a chance here. We'll probably just pop an MRE real quick. I do need to remember where I put my bag. It's been a while. Let's prepare a ration here. We will eat that real quick. And then we will get back out there and start working on what we need to do for clay here. And I have no idea I'm going to pull this one off. So, in order to fire up a we can put clay tiles, clay bowls. What can we make right now? Here's the anvil right there. We need a clay blacksmith anvil mold. Wait, we already have the Samaric black. Oh, we already did. We did the crucible. It's the crucible that we need. Okay. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. Crucible. Alright, so sculpting the crucible requires pottery level 1. We have not gotten there yet. We need to get up to... That is what it was. It's been a while. So we need to look at our clay. What would that be considered? Pottery. So we can apply glaze, make shingle molds, make tile molds. No. Press clay brick by hand, I guess? I don't know if that's going to do anything. Alright, we have the pottery wheel. Can the pottery wheel allow us... Alright, there we go. We can sculpt bowls, we can sculpt clay pots, teacups, a mortar and pestle, mugs, pipe segment. Pipe segments would be interesting. And then we can eventually sculpt a crucible. Let's see what happens when we go to be able to sculpt a bowl here. Just making sure that we got the proper thing here. So we have a 3 times multiplier, 8.75 out of 75. So We're just going to make one and see how much it gives us. So 8.75. Really hoping it's a decent amount. Really hoping it's a decent amount. 20. So that was, I mean, yeah, we can do that. How many can we make of these? Oh, probably because of the water I've got on me. Alright. Let's do that real quick. Yeah, we're going to have to refill our water. That's what it is. It's using the water that we're carrying on us. That's what it looks like. Alright, so let's fill. Yeah. I think. I'm wondering if I fire the bowls up, if you also get. You should be able to get clay that. Yeah, fire clay bowl. Alright, so we're going to try doing that and seeing if that gives us. Because we can fire 3 clay bowls as well. Did that give me any pottery experience? I think a little bit, but not much. Not much. We need those bowls anyways. But what we're gonna do, so we have empty bowl. That's actually kind of nice. We're making stuff. Empty bowls, yay! Is that freaking thing laughing at me? All right, so we got 0.5 out of there. I'm gonna see if I can't pick up water in one of these buckets. Do I have a empty bucket here? Because we have a lot of the clay cement buckets. Does not seem like we do. How about you? Card bucket clay cement. No. Alright, whatever. We're gonna have to just do it this way, I guess. That's fine. That's fine. We'll sculpt a couple more bowls. We can do 6. I don't think we need 6. I'm gonna say, like, 4. Let's do that. Should give us enough to be able to... Alright, that was actually enough right there. So now we can sculpt a crucible. There it is, right there. Sculpt a crucible. Large clay crucible, unfired. We'll fire that up as well. Oh, that's going to be so nice. There we are. For some reason, I thought that we needed the anvil. We did not. We needed a crucible. You know what, we're going to fire up these clay bowls while we're at it. Oh. Wait. Use a log a piece for that? That is wild. Yeah, use a log a piece for that. That is absolutely insanity. Do we have any coke here? I think that's what's on the ground. Wood charcoal, wood splinters, no. Alright, well, let's go grab some logs. I'm pretty sure... I thought we had... I'm assuming we were able to use matches at least. So let's just grab some logs right now. That was... If that's a log a piece, that's crazy. Hope that isn't. Hope like heck that isn't, because that's a lot of... I mean, we have enough wood. It's... The problem is going to be ways to build light things. And if we're using that much, that's actually kind of wild. That's actually kind of wild. So let's go ahead and toss the logs down here on the ground. Let's just play it safe and fire the crucible. There we go. We have an empty crucible now. That should be enough. Now let's go ahead and see... Craft items? No. That is not what we wanted to do. Well, I suppose that's what we do want to do. So, do we need to put that in the furnace? Yeah, because we need a large ceramic crucible. Please tell me that is it. What the heck? How do we make a ceramic crucible? I don't... I'm very confused. We just made a clay crucible. How do we make a ceramic crucible? Yeah, it only says clay crucible in there. It's requiring a samaric outputs a small samaric crucible. Melt glass, melt sand. That's not what I'm looking for. Extract iron from iron ore. Okay, this isn't good. This isn't good because it's not matching up. It is not matching up, which is crazy. Give me 1 second here. Alright, so this is the part that you're going to see on the other thing here. I need to find out how to use... Project Zomboid. Large Samaric Crucible. It just says Crucible. It doesn't... What is going on here? Have they totally, like, screwed this entire thing up? Yeah, because all it shows is large clay and small clay crucibles. So what the crap? All right. I'm very lost. I'm very lost. We're going to try something here, though. What I could find in there was that the crucibles are the same thing. So, if I go into... Oh, you know what I just did? I'm curious. Empty crucible. If I put it in there, does that fix our issues? It does not seem like it. We have the tongs. So why don't we go ahead and pick up the crucible. Oh, you know what it is? It says large ceramic crucible with iron. Okay, so what I think might be the difference is if I fill up with iron. So let's go ahead and find the tongs as well, and then we should be able to... Did I get tongs here? Swear I had tongs. Swear I had tongs. I don't like this. I don't like this setup at all. Yeah, this is the ceramic blacksmith anvil mold. There's the iron that we need. So I'm thinking... If we take that iron scrap, it should be enough to place the iron scrap in... Show crafter speeds used in. Smelt iron. We have the large... Alright, so it does look at large Samaric. Yeah, there it is. We need the tongs. We need the tongs, is what we need. Alright, so where the hell did I leave the tongs? Did I leave them over here? Did I leave them over here at all? See, this is our biggest problem, is trying to remember where the hell all this stuff is. It's a problem. Totally. Twigs. Wood charcoal. No. Alright, so I do know that I grabbed tongs. Let's get over to the trailer, because it might just be over there. It might just be over there. I'm assuming that I also left my bag upstairs. It just makes sense. Let's see if we got some tongs in here. Doesn't look like it in there. Not in there. do know that I grabbed at least one pair of tongs, maybe more. Yeah, there they are. So there's our tongs. This is how we fix it. This is how we do it. Alright, so we will get over here. We will fire that up. I think it does. I think it gets done in here, if I'm correct. Yeah, smelt. Actually, can I just do it this way? Well, it'd be easier if I just do it this way. We go craft here. Smelt. It's this small amount of items. What are we missing here? Requires simpler metal furnace. Okay, I got that. Oh, but we have to do it. That's why. That's why. So that's the iron scrap with the wood charcoal. What does that give me? Just curious what that gives me. It gives me large ceramic crucible with iron. Okay. But it needs 32 uses. What does this have? Does it only have like a certain amount in there? Yeah, like look at it. It's just a very little amount. So what we need is we need this wood charcoal that's on the ground. We're gonna grab that. There we go. Now we got it figured out. Well, we got it figured out. So small iron items, we're gonna go ahead and... Why can we only do one of these at a time? I'm very confused by that. Interesting. Can we only do it one at a time because we're filling up the same... It might be. Because we're filling up the same thing. Yeah, I mean, look at that. We've got... Doesn't seem like there's that much in there. As I said, the thing that's weird about this is... We've got 18 more iron scrap. I don't get why we can't do max on it all at once, but apparently you can't. So we're just going to keep on doing this until we fill. It does take a lot. I mean, look at, we're having to do this iron scrap, like, all of this iron scrap is basically going to be put into... Okay, we're out of... That's not good. That's not good. We are nearly full, though. Can we cast an anvil? It's still not ready there. And we need coke. Can we use it? We can use wood charcoal for that as well. Okay, so all the wood charcoal that we just made is now no longer there. We do have 8 more wood charcoal in here. Hopefully this is enough. Because that's actually kind of crazy to be able to do this. You know, we got the iron half bar there. We'll smelt that as well. Have we gotten a full one yet? It doesn't seem like it. Okay, I think we're full now. It does look like it's full. Anvil. Wait, what? Large ceramic crucible with iron. Large ceramic crucible with iron. It's full. Oh, crap. Don't do that. Craft recipes used it. Requires a simpler, better furnace. Cannot craft using missing items. I'm wondering if it's because we don't have the... No, because it would show the ceramic crucible being full. Like, look at this. It doesn't show us how many uses are in this, and that is a problem, you know? Why don't we go ahead and get more wood charcoal? Because it seems like we do need that. Alright, so burn wood charcoal. We have logs. Alright, we'll do that. 1 log gives us 12 wood charcoal, so we'll do that. The fact that that other thing literally took a full log is wild. But this'll be, you know, this will do what it needs to do here, I think. Oh, we need 2 logs, not 1 log. I'm an idiot. I have no idea why the ceramic crucible is not doing its thing. Now we should have 12 wood charcoal. We've got 16, actually. Alright, my question is, we have the wood charcoal. It's still showing not crucible, though. We have a large ceramic crucible with iron 1. Oh, there we go. It's only 20 uses. Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. This is going to take a lot. So what we need to do is actually put... Oh, we have to create another one as well, and then we have to... Okay. Okay, whatever. We have to create 2 of these freaking crucibles. So let's sculpt another... That's a small crucible. Wire... Sculpt a regular crucible. There we are. We'll do another large crucible. We'll fire that up because we have 1 log left to be able to fire it up. So we'll fire up the clay crucible. Yeah, that takes a full log to be able to do that. That's crazy. That is crazy. We have the empty crucible. We'll do the same thing here. We're going to be able to smelt iron plus items into that crucible. It's going to use all our wood charcoal, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, did that already... That already filled it. Mostly. I think between the 2 of them, I don't know how much we have. But what we're going to do... Didn't mean to do it that way. We can do 2 more in there. What I need to do is see what we've got here. We've got 2 of these. 3 uses and... Alright, so we have 23 uses combined. So we do need to continue doing that. So we're going to do the plus item here. Small iron items. That's right, you got to do it one by one. Completely forgot about that. Let's just see if we can continue putting these in there. The iron quarter bars. Smaller iron items. Medium plus. Alright, blacksmith anvil. We have the 32 uses. We just need the coke now. Alright, we're almost there. We're almost there. Turn that on. God damn it, we need 2 logs. We need 2 logs. Hold on a second. We're gonna have to put these... We're gonna have to put these clays in there. Or these freaking, ceramic crucibles in there. Alright. We need to go grab these logs real quick. So we need 2 logs. Probably more than that. Let's just grab as many logs as we can get over here right now. We got 6 logs. As I said, today I really wanted to get this done. This is crazy that we're having to do this, and this is such a process to be able to get this anvil done, but it is what it is, and honestly, I'm so glad that we're going to be there. That we have 36 charcoal now. 36 charcoal. Cast blacksmith anvil. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. We're really, really starting here. We got the blacksmith anvil. I need to get better lighting for out here, by the way. I know we have some lighting over there, but I need to get some lights for up on this wall. I also need to move the generator. Alright, so we have a blacksmith anvil now. We have a blacksmith anvil now, which is probably sitting on the ground, right? Yes, it is, because it's probably heavy as hell. It's 40 pounds. Okay. To build an advanced forge, build recipes used in. There's our advanced forge. We need a mason's trowel, stone blocks, the advanced anvil, a wooden bucket, a large bellows. Okay. What is this? This is a simple furnace. What is this used for again? A simple or advanced forge. That's a kiln. That's a furnace. Can we just build the simple furnace then? So I'm looking for the simple forge. We do not need, including metal armor. This is blades and tool heads for the advanced forge, but we can start with the simple forge right now. Because we do not have the ability to be able to get the large bellows. I don't think. Unless something else can be used for that. Yes, I get that it'll be used up by it, but what I need to do is see if there's anything else that can be used. Yeah, it's just a large bellows, so we need to kill deer to be able to do that, basically. Which is not something that we're into just yet. So what we need is, we need to go with the simple forge. We need a wooden bucket, or please, any type of bucket, maybe. Is any type of bucket good? I mean, apparently just a wooden bucket. Weird. Stone blocks. We have 30 stone blocks. We have carved bucket of clay cement. We have the wooden anvil. We have the mason's trowel. Alright, so we need a mason's trowel. Thank you. We did have 30 stone blocks, right? Somewhere around here. I believe they were over here. Maybe. We had 30 stone blocks somewhere. Or were those used to be able to make that? Those might have been used to be able to make that. Dang it. Alright, I cannot remember where we put it. If there was 30 stone blocks somewhere. Clay, I don't think we did. Sack, flint nodule, flint flakes. Doesn't look like it. Yeah. Can we actually tear this stone up? Remove large stone. I'm pretty sure I could just break that up, right? Yeah, we have that large stone sitting right there, by the way. Craft recipes. Break large stone into stones. Do we not have a club hammer? Or any type of hammer on us? Thought we did. Thought we did. And we're not finishing this until we get done with this. We are getting damn done with this today. I'm curious. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to put it in there and see what it does. It's a bellows. It should be able to be done, correct? Correct. Should be able to be done. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at this anvil. And we're gonna look at the build recipes. No, it doesn't count as a bellows. Yeah, so those bellows are useless. I don't even get why they're in the game. That doesn't make any damn sense. Do we have a hammer of some sort, please? Club hammer. Club hammer, you say? Once again, we are finding ourselves walking and grabbing more things because we got loseted. We are tired. Been a long freaking day. Starting to sweat. Starting? Alright, we need a club hammer. So let's go all the way down here and look. If I didn't grab a club hammer, I'm going to be so bad. We got 5 club hammers. Yeah, I was thinking ahead. I was thinking ahead for sure. Do we have any more stone in here? That's what I should look for. Let's just look up here for stone. Steel sheets? No. Well, look in here real quick. Might as well check before we start going crazy. I'm going to grab this smithing hammer as well, because that probably will be usable in there. No stone. There's pottery 3, though. Alright, so we can break apart those 10 stones. We need another large stone or other stones as well, though, if that's the case. This is going to be kind of a slow nightmare to be able to get this done. I'm seeing other stone over here, which is the reason I'm kind of going for it real quick. I see the stone. Can we pick up? No. Apparently, it's not considering itself stone. Large, smooth, flat stone. Can we break that up? Craft recipes. No. Okay. We're going to have to find more large stones. Alright. Craft recipes used in. We're going to break this up. That was some more niceness there. Alright, so we got 11 stones. Can we craft those? We're going to come over here. Stand over here. Craft these. We are looking for stone blocks. Recipe name. Stone block from stone. We need a stone chisel. I leave my stone chisel, man. Are you kidding me? I had this thing somewhere. Like, I had this thing somewhere all the way over here. This is becoming kind of a nightmare. I'm not gonna lie. It is becoming a massive nightmare, headache, crapola, shit show. Like, this is crazy. I need to find my backpack is what I need to find. I don't think any of it's down here. Yeah, that's not even my backpack. That was another bag that we were working on, I think. Do we have anything in here? We have just a random sock in there. We do need to do a lot of work around the base here as well, but this is kind of, not what I was expecting at all. Where's my bag? Okay. Where is my bag? Oh no. Did we lose my bag? Now remember, there was that update, so I don't know if we did. This would actually be incredibly bad if we did. Handbag. No. I'm actually incredibly worried right now. I am very worried right now. Could be in here. Do we have our bag somewhere in one of these? Ladies and gentlemen, we might have found the first casualty of the update. Which would mean so many lost things. It's not walk for bushes. We know what that does. I'm very confused here. I'm pretty sure our chisel was in that bag, too. There's more stone over here. Oh, that's the stone that I just tossed over there. I'm pretty sure I used the last stone blocks to be able to make that. I'm worried. I'm very worried here because I do not see my bag at all. And that is worrisome. Unless... No, it's not on my person. I was like, unless it's on my person. I just didn't realize it. Alright, let's look for a stone chisel, I guess. I don't even know if we have one of those. That's a problem. Mason's chisel thing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, it wasn't a stone chisel in the first place. It was the Mason's chisel. It still doesn't fix that I don't know where my bag is, and that has me incredibly worried. We will just, I guess, work on these. Let's not do that, please. We need to find more stone real quick. Because we only have 11 stone, we need 30. Which sucks hardcore. Alright, we got some stone over here. It's just one, though. Is this just more stone? It's not even. Clearing stone. Oh my god. I can't investigate the area because it's not going to show the stone in the first place. Probably call it a day soon. Yeah, I'm thinking that, but at the same time, it is what it is, you know? We gotta find this freaking stone, man. See, that's the problem, is I left... Those are sacks of sand. I left my bag somewhere to be able to go put that all in there. Bag is not in there. I left my bag somewhere to be able to go ahead and pick up that large stone. And then I never picked up my bag again. I'm kind of worried about this, man. I'm not gonna lie. Let's get over here. Craft. Stone block. What do you mean? No! Not flint nodule. Stone. 13. Alright, so we have the flint nodules. We apparently went up in masonry there. We have 13 stone bricks, or blocks now, which we'll go ahead and toss down there. Craft recipes for that are not helping me. Blacksmith anvil. Build recipes. Simple forge. We need 30 stone blocks, we need the wooden bucket, we need the log, which is fine. I'm gonna need to, pretty sure, empty out one of these freaking things to be able to grab a carved bucket. What would that do if I emptied one of them out? Show build recipes used in? Yeah, I get that. You need bricks to be able to do that. Not trying to do that. Craft recipes used in. Make a bucket malt. That's actually kind of funny. So, why don't we go ahead and see what I need to be able to carve a bucket again. So we're going to craft bucket. We carve a bucket with a log, a medium handle, and a knife. A tree branch. That works. A log, a tree branch, and a knife. Okay. Pretty sure we had tree branches somewhere in here. Pretty sure we could probably find more tree branches somewhere in here. You know, we have logs literally sitting over here, so there's got to be tree branches in there, right? Right. Yeah, we got some tree branches. We got some logs. We'll be able to make a bucket here and hope that that fulfills that portion. And we just need a knife. Which... crap. Just great an injury. Yeah, it's because we're carrying things around. I get it. I get it. Let's go ahead and put those logs in there, and then put those tree branches in there. And then what we will do is we will look at crafting, crafting a bucket. Apparently we can just carve a bucket. Oh, we have a handy knife on us. That works. Carve a bucket up real quick. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. This is going to be a double day, isn't it? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Alright. Now what I need to do is look over here and go, okay. We have the anvil again. Show craft recipes used in. Craft recipes used in. What the hell is this doing? Why is it going to output? I'm very confused by that. Alright, so forge. Oh! Craft recipes, not build recipes. Build recipes, there we go. Is that not... It's not counting as a bucket. We just need a straight wooden bucket. We can't carve it. That's wild. We can only do a wooden bucket. An empty bucket doesn't work. It's wood. It's a frickin' bucket. The fuck, man. I swear to God, this game is so damn finicky on certain things. And this is the problem when adding like 2,000 craft items or 2,000 craft abilities is just... Alright, that's not me. Is that you're gonna have mess ups like this. Let's just see if we can find like a metal bucket. Just a regular bucket. That bench anvil, that was useless. We got bricks in here too. Should probably grab those. No buckets. No buckets. No buckets. I swear to Jeeves, man, I am so just overwhelmed by this. There's so much here, and it honestly makes it so much harder to be able to do this. It really does. Things are so convoluted. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't have a single bucket, apparently. And those buckets cannot be used. Hoping that there's one in here somewhere. Elbow pads, apparently. Gardening trowel. Rope. Doesn't look like it. There's not. The problem is these things get so convoluted to the point that they become unenjoyable to be able to actually use anymore. And honestly, it's getting to that point with this portion of Zomboid where it's kind of like, at least this portion I'm talking about, like the blacksmithing, to be able to figure all that out. Where it's just kind of like, dude, like, seriously, this is so ridiculous. It really is. Do we have a bucket in here somewhere, please? Give me a frickin' bucket, man. So I could chuck it. Oh. This is crazy. It is just crazy. The only other thing that I can think of is, can we make wooden bucket? Alright. You need wire, a small handle, an iron band. That's pretty freaking crazy, isn't it? Wire, small handle, iron band. I have no idea where I'm going to get some of that stuff. We have iron pieces. Can we make an iron band, maybe? Saw iron band. I mean, we can saw an iron band from small... Cut iron band. No. Iron band. Yeah, all we can do is destroy an iron band. We can't actually make one. Which makes a lot of freaking sense. Yeah, if they're going to force me to make a wooden bucket with the iron band and everything else, that is... honestly just the stupidest thing I've ever seen. What's the difference? I mean, yes, I get that the iron bucket probably could hold more. Maybe. Let's do the... making wooden bucket. We are going to favorite that. Small handle, so we did need one of those. That actually works out for me. So we got the small handle at least. Let me see what else we got down here. Nuts and bolts. Maybe there's an iron band hiding in here somewhere. Maybe there's an iron band hiding in somewhere in here because the world doesn't want to completely piss me off. I kind of figured that wasn't the case. I do not recall if I ever picked up an iron band or if I even have the ability to find one. I'm assuming it's in a warehouse somewhere, and I don't know. Because it's going to be underneath iron, right? Right? Probably not. Watch it be underneath band, and then we're not going to be able to see where it is. Oh. Large, you know what, we're going to take the large knife, because it'll help us carve things if we need it. Alright, there's a regular empty bucket. Can I just use that, please? For fuck's sake, I could use a pot. I'm wondering if I somehow, like, deconstructed a bucket, why would that not give me an iron band? Yeah, I'm not seeing iron band. Go ahead and take a look at here. Look at our favorites. Wooden bucket requires wire. Any other possible items, just the wire. A small iron band, which means we need an iron band, and then we need to... yeah. A hacksaw. Planks. So we're going to look in here. Please tell me there's an iron band in here. Please tell me I was just super duper, like, grabby on stuff and I picked up an iron band. Tell me I hoarded properly. Tell me I hoarded properly, please. helmet to Jack. There's no iron band. There's another empty bucket. I don't get why we can't just use those. I just find that weird. We're gonna look for small as well, because there might just be, it just might be a small iron band, and I just might have passed it. I'm just realizing something else that we'd probably do that would make this a lot easier too. I could just do this, and I could do... I'm in building. I am not in crafting. I can go favorites, I can go crafting, and it'll tell me if there's an iron band in there. So or at least it'll tell me if there's a small iron band in there. It won't tell me if there's an iron band, but... There's small iron bands in here, and wire. Okay! That's actually a really smart way to be able to figure that out. We got the wire here. I'm actually super excited, because there's small iron bands, which means I properly... Looking for the small... Seal sheet small. Alright, it might just be underneath iron band small. That actually weirded me out. Like, I know they're in here. I know they're in here. Iron band small. And iron... Dude, I really hoarded a lot of them. Wow. I did iron band small and iron bands. Nice. I apparently thought I had. Nice. So we need planks. Well, you know what we also need is a hacksaw. I didn't even think about that. Please tell me we grabbed a ton of them. Give me a hacksaw. Broken hacksaw. Any over here? There's 2 hacksaws in here. Alright. So we got a hacksaw. We do need nails, which I know where nails are. And then some planks as well. And then we will be able to make a bucket. A wooden bucket, excuse me. Because everything else doesn't work. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a couple of logs here. And we're going to saw them. That's crazy. Okay, I do have the planks on me. And then the nails are upstairs. We might actually have nails in a crate back here. And if that's the case, I'll just go ahead and use them. Oh, crazy, crazy days, crazy days, crazy days. Let's see. Yeah, we got the nails right here. So, we should be able to make the... We should be able to craft the wooden bucket right now. Also make it an amphora. We're in building. We are in building. Make wooden bucket. Craft it up. Craft it up, craft it up, craft it up, yeah. Alright, we're gonna put those in there, we're gonna put those in there. Excuse me? Oh. Alright, once again, I am worried about my bag. I have no idea where I put my bag. I'm a little worried. We're gonna go ahead and put... Where's our wooden bucket? Oh, it says empty large bucket. If this does not count as a bucket, I'm gonna be so pissed. It counts as the wooden bucket. Okay. So we need a log. And then we need stone. I also do not need that on anymore. Alright. So. That is not stone. We're going to grab a singular... Well, we grab both logs. Still really worried about where my backpack is. Not going to lie. That is a worry of mine right now. Also worried about being able to find stone. We need to investigate stones. Enable search, and we're going to crouch. Wait, what? Alright, this is remove stone. There we are. I should just put it on the ground. Oh, I think I know what just happened. It's stuck here because I can't put it in my inventory. And I don't want to discard it. Oh, that sucks. That's a large stone. We need that. Oh, wait a second. Is this my bag right here? No, that's a hiking backpack. Damn it, that is not my bag. Oh. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Alright, what we're going to do... I don't even know how to go about this. I really don't know how to go about this. Because the stone is going to require 40. I guess we do this, that... Can we put the bricks in this bag? No, we can't. I don't want to freaking put these down on the ground, man. But we have to. Oh god, this sucks. Please, none of this. Do not, like... I don't even know why we're this overweight, if I'm being honest. There. Pick up large stone, put it in inventory. Just randomly found a spade as well. Interesting. Break up all that large stone. I guess we'll randomly pick up the spade too. Thank you. We just forged a spade. Interesting. All these things can come back with us. Alright. What was that? I can't believe we just forged a spade. And a large stone that apparently we couldn't see. Which is probably about 10 times crazier. Oh, now we're going to get all these logs and twigs and stuff like that that we've already seen. That's it, we have a couple of problems. Yeah, so let's disable search mode right now. Let's trudge back over there, bring that stone back over there. Put the thing back where it came from, or so help me. We're still a couple away. As I said, I don't want to go to sleep until we do get this done. I know it's a long one today, but it is what it is. You know, these are things that we need to do to be able to progress. To progress. Which sucks. Which sucks. The other thing I really need to do is I need to watch the last recording that I did and remember where the hell I left my bag. Because I have no clue where that thing is. And it has me worried that it just despawned. I'm really terrified that it despawned. We're going to put things like the bricks in there. Ration pack can go in there, I guess. claw hammer, club hammer, I don't know what else. The spade, which is worn, so that's not going to help. Mason's chisel. We need the Mason's chisel, don't we? Can we craft up block? Make stone blocks. Not from the flint nodules, please. Stone. Thank you. We'll make 11 more of them. We're going to have to go find more stones, of course. That's fine, though. As of right now, there is 13 stone blocks on the ground. We're just adding to that. We only need 6 more. We need 6 more. And then we will be able to build, I believe, a simple forge at that point. We do need a mason's trowel, yes. The stone blocks are on the ground. Not too worried about that. Yeah, we got 24 of them here. We just don't have the 30 yet. Alright, so we do need to find a little bit more stone. Why is there a stone just sitting on the ground right here? Okay. I don't need to find more stone. Apparently, I don't need to find more stone. Because those are the 6 stone blocks we needed. Oh my god, we're doing the flint nodule again. Don't do that to me. Glad I looked at that. I'm trying not to lose my flint nodules because they are slightly rare. Alright, so let's take the chisel trowel, mason's trowel as well. We're going to pick up all the stone blocks, which I do not know if I can pick all those up. Well, they're not that heavy. They're not that heavy. Blacksmith handle. Build recipes used in. We can make a simple forge. Wait, what? That's interesting. Okay. Where am I going to put this? You know what? Screw it. We're going to put it there. And we have a simple forge. What can we make in a simple forge? Forge 2 spoons. Forge bar. Weaponry. Ooh. Make jawbone Morningstar. That's blacksmithing. It's like super high level blacksmithing. Blacksmithing level 1. Forge nails. Forge buckets. Cookware. Forge 2 spoons. Are you telling me that I've got to, like, forge 2 spoons? We do have the smithing hammer, which is nice. Blades. Forge simple blades. We do need iron bars and stuff like that, though. Shin armor. That's tailoring and blacksmithing. Okay, I mean, we have the ability to be able to do this stuff. What I'm going to do is, unfortunately, we do not have a lot more iron, I don't think. Actually, does the crucible with iron do this? Forge a key ring. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Whoa, just realized. Oh, apparently we can't put anything in here. Interesting. So this one might require, like, a crate next to it. We might need to do that. I guess let's put those there. Let's put those there. Put those there. I'm pretty sure we have... I don't think there's a blacksmithing book. We're also going to put this log there just in case, because I don't want to get stuck without fuel. We're going to try to be able to see what we got here, but I don't think there's a blacksmithing book. There's the armor schematics and stuff like that, but I did not recall seeing a blacksmithing book, per se. By the way, we did get a couple levels in masonry. We're up to masonry 8. Damn, masonry's easy to frickin' to be able to make, or to be able to do. There's blacksmithing right there. Allows the creation of metal items and objects. Something tells me that is not going to be an easy find. Pretty sure. I'm leaving doors open again. Yay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to grab all of the iron items that we can think of. Like the iron... Like basically iron everything that we got out of here. And we did grab a lot of like steel ingots. Rods. Steel rod halves. Steel scrap. Steel sheets. Steel sheets. Small. I probably don't need to grab all those. I'm literally just wasting space. Like, I don't need to grab all those. Like, I don't need to grab all those at all. I don't even think I needed to grab the ingots. It's the chunks and the bars that I need to grab. So let's go like the steel bar halves. Steel bar quarters is what I think was the ones that they were looking for specifically. We might need to grab some steel bars if we can. Pretty sure there's some... You know what I should do is... We're going to leave these steel bars in there, actually. We're going to look for the iron bars. And the iron bar quarters and halves. Oh! You know what? I just realized there was no iron bar quarters and halves. Huh. Huh. We're going to try the steel rod halves. Grab the steel bars. Steel rods, okay, whatever. Alright, let's bring those back over there. My dude is gonna pass the hell out. Like, he's hungry. He is gonna knock out so hard. It's crazy. But all I want to do is get these over here and see what we can do with these real quick. And what it takes to be able to do this, because I might have to go look for a blacksmithing book. That might be something that we need to do. That's a lot of bars and rods and halves, stuff like that. Alright, Forge, what do you got for me? Extract iron from bloom. Forge bar. Just needing coke. Or wood charcoal. There we are. That's what I was looking for. We need all this wood charcoal from over here. All this charcoal over here. Now, what can we do over here? There we go. Now we've got some abilities over here. We're gonna go ahead and leave this up because I want to see what we have. So you can forge a bar. We can forge a simple blade, which would cut kind of cool. Small iron band. So we could have made it over here, but you need to make the bucket to be able to make the forge to be able to make the iron band. See how that? Yeah. That's fun. Forge 2 spoons, I guess. It's a steel bar quarter, and it turns into a forged spoon. We can craft 15. We're not crafting that many. We're just going to craft a singular one and see how much blacksmithing experience we get. Because we're actually blacksmithing, which is insanity. We got 3.75 blacksmithing experience for that. That's actually not bad. Forging a bar gives us a steel bar. Forge half bar, steel bar quarter. Okay, so that allows us to be able to make larger stuff. We can forge iron bands, which probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Small iron bands. Forge simple blades. I think that would actually be kind of cool. We can forge a lot of those. I'm kind of curious as to what we can use those for and how much they give us. So we go 3.75 up to 10. That actually gives us a lot more. And what can we use that for? So let's look at the forged blade. Simple forged blade blunt. Craft recipe. Sharpened blade with grindstone. And then we can assemble crude knives with duct tape and that. I don't know how I feel about that. We can just smelt the item down as well. So we can just re-smelt down the blades as well. So that's something that I'm probably thinking is probably going to be the best idea, is just make blades and then we'll smelt them back down. Because right now we're just getting blacksmithing experience. And then maybe we can make bars over there. Alright, so we stopped that. We should have other things that are now open to us. Yeah, because now we can... Blades, cookware. We can now forge forks. Tools, forge large hook. We can forge nails. We need a heading tool, whatever that is. I don't know how that goes. Fishing hooks, forge axe head. Once we get up to 6. Spiked baseball bat, spiked club, spiked cudgel. Animal bone for a club. Interesting. Baseball bat. We can craft baseball bats. Jawbone morning star. Interesting. I think that we just haven't read some of the other things. Because I'm pretty sure there was a couple of things in there as well. So we got a level in blacksmithing. That was interesting. I don't know how to feel about that. But what we'll do is the furnace here can hold the... Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Thank you. The furnace here can hold the blades because we'll just smelt them back down. Same thing with the spoons. Like, now my question is, can we can cast bars? So I need ceramic molds, a bar mold, an iron bar mold, a steel bar mold. So what I need is a ceramic bar mold. So now we're going to do is we're going to look at how to craft a ceramic bar mold. Bar mold. Yeah, that's not helping us, is it? Can we do it over here? Fire clay bar mold. We need clay bar mold unfired. Can we make a clay bar mold? Pipe segment. Sculpt jar. Crucible, that's not going to help me. Yeah, that's just a pipe segment. That's not going to help me either. Alright, so my question is, how do we make a bar mold? So let's just type in molds. Tile mold, shingle mold, bar cast mold, a wooden bar cast mold. Which we only need a nail for. Wooden brick mold. Wooden mold box. Alright, so it's going to be that bar cast mold here. So we just need some nails, which we should have plenty of nails in here. So I don't get why... Yeah, there's nails there. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Mold. Barcast mold. Craft. Now can we press some clay into that? So we'll grab some clay. Some clay, not all of it, please. There we are. Now we will go over here and we'll press a bar mold. And we have a pressed bar mold, and now we'll fire it. There we are. Look at this. We're getting a process here. We're getting a process here. Now, does that give us a ceramic bar mold? There it is. There's our ceramic bar mold. Now we can put our ceramic bar mold in there, and then we should be... Yep, and now we can create From the large... Oh, we can create iron bars now. So we can... Now we have a process here. Now we have a process to where we can melt things down and then put them back up, and melt things down and put them back up. Now my question is, what does this give us for experience? 3.75 on blacksmithing, 9 on welding. Wait, it uses... No, this will be kept. What is it? I'm very confused by that. I don't know what that went into and why we don't have it again. It broke. Will break if used for blacksmithing crafts. Okay, so that is not a possibility. Cast iron bar. We want to use something else then. Iron bar mold. Steel bar mold. Okay, how do I make a bar mold? This doesn't make any sense. Unless it's something that I just haven't found the... Which is a possibility. I might just not have found the thing yet. Maybe if we do mold in here. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. So the ceramic molds is a no-go because it breaks if it's used in there. Can we make molds out of here? No. Okay, I'm very confused right now. Very confused as to why we cannot make... We're in building as well. Once again. Alright, let's see if we can't make... New part from mold. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have the ability to be able to make iron molds or anything like that. Give it a sec. Alright, so what I'm going to do is look this up real quick because... That's crazy. I just typed it in. Fucking the thing erases. That's wild. Iron bar mold. How do we make it though? Like, I'm looking at the wiki and it's like, this is what the item is, but it doesn't show how you make it. Yeah, that helps me absolutely jack crap. Is there a way to make metal bars without making a new mold every time? There we are. Yeah, you can fortune the fortune halves. I know that doesn't help me. So what it's saying is that if you want metal bars, you essentially need to... Um, yeah, there's a lot of people complaining about this. All right, so you cannot make iron or steel ingot molds. It seems like you can craft this. So they're only lootable. Okay, gotcha. All right, looking it up, it looks like the molds are only lootable, so that is not a thing. If I want to continue doing this, what we're going to need to do is get out there and weld like crazy, and then use that to work on our blacksmithing, essentially. And then obviously I need to read it and find as many blacksmithing patterns as I possibly can, which is going to be... But what I could do is I can keep on pressing molds as well if I want to with this. So what we'll do is, if I wanted to, that's what I could do, but right now we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We did make a singular iron bar. We need to make a lot of wood charcoal. I'm going to put these nails down here. Let's go in here and see if we have anything to read up real quick, because I'm pretty sure we did not read all the blacksmithing stuff. I mean, we read all this stuff, so it's... I think we did read everything. Yeah, we read all the magazines that we got. I don't think I have any blacksmithing books either, so this is less than ideal. What are we on? Welding? Where I probably should just grab welding 2, and then we'll read that to be able to end out the night, because we're going to have to really kind of figure out what we're going to need to do to be able to get out there and weld like crazy. And then, you know, it'll give me a chance to be able to look back and go, okay, where the hell did I leave the bag as well? Alright, I'm pretty sure our next stop is going to be having to go back into Ekron to be able to try to see if we can't find more of these lamp lights to be able to put out here. And, you know, other places. And also to be able to find out where my backpack is. So, that will be on our next time, I believe, here. Let's go ahead and close that up. We're going to go ahead and get our butts upstairs, eat this ration. We might as well just eat the ration right now while we're at it. Super duper just confused as to where I left my damn bag. I am so confused by that. Did I put it over here somewhere? Like, am I just not seeing it? Apparently not. Alright, let's sit down, rest. We are going to read welding 2. And then just get some sleep afterwards after we do. We're just going ahead and kind of trying to blow through this really quickly here. This was kind of a crazy couple days, just plain because the fact we did get the forge put together, and it was a massive, like, crazy process, which was just so damn stupid. But we do need to get a lot of other things out there as well, which I'm thinking is going to be a lot of welding, a lot of doing some other things as well, and then we obviously need to find our backpack. So, with that, let's get some sleep. We've been up for literally like 2 days. You, your friends, your family, and your loved ones, please stay safe out there, and we will see you guys again next time for day 66. Have a good night.